Hey guys, TheKaijudoChannel here with a video duel between Evan Banjo and myself. And I'm using the deck that I profiled yesterday, which is Water Darkness Control with a Splash of Nature, while Evan is pretty much using Blurple Control with maybe 2 cards difference. So, yeah, it's almost a mirror match, except I'm the one using, 7 nature cards. My deck is quite different to regular Water Darkness Control in that it has totally different card ratios and stuff like that. And since I'm only splashing nature, I couldn't use all the best cards in nature. I mainly just wanted the extra removal and the shield blast, just because I think shield blasts are quite important early on in this game. So here I'm adjusting my camera, and it's gonna fall down a lot. So get used to it. It's kind of annoying, and I kind of apologize I apologize for it. But I'm gonna be showing a couple duels, one where I win and one where I lose. Just to show that my deck is not ridiculously good or anything. It just show you the different outcomes that my deck kind of produced for me in testing, and show you duels where the deck just did not work, and I'll be showing some where the deck does work. So his first play is a refi on turn 2, and my turn 3 play was probably a Seneschal, but I honestly don't know. I believe that's a Skull Cutter. I think the glare is kind of bad in this video as well. I think it's fixed later on. We did a lot of video duels at a lot of different days, so I tried to fix my camera for future duels. But if you see my mana, I do have a King Nautilus there. I drew it too early. I just have that tech one for awesome draw power. It's worked a couple times. So I tap 4 and I Bone Blades that refi, because that's pretty much how the deck works. I mean, my deck is literally an equal split between creatures and spells, so I'm not expected to be playing creature after creature after creature. It's more like, get rid of what my opponent has with my excuse me. Get rid of stuff with my removal spells, and then late game just go play finisher after finisher after finisher, because I drew into them with my draw spells. So he played Fumez, and I think I discarded Seneschal with that, but I had a spy mission, so I decided to play that. Turn 5, and now I pass it over to him, and I'm not sure what he does now. I think he plays another Fumez. No, he plays a Hydro Spy and draws 1. Passes it to me, and I'm not sure what I put down in mana. We shall see. Just looking what I have. I can't really tell what that is, but I think it's a water. And I get Zagan, so I want to get that early Zagan because he just has a couple weaklings on board, and I want to be the first to have a big presence and see if I could bait out his Terror Pit or something. Okay, so here we go. I got rid of his Death Smoke, I guess, but that means I lose 1 out of my 4 finishers pretty much. So he swings in for a shield with Hydro Spy and Fumez, and I have to take both, obviously, and I get a spy mission. It's no surprise really, considering almost half my deck is Shield Blast, so I mean, on average I get 2 or 3 in my shields, but sometimes I'm lucky and I have all 5, and sometimes I'm not and I only have 1 or none. But that's pretty much how the deck works, I guess. It's not like you're relying on shields, but just the fact that swinging at shields, I think, is a lot more important now than later in the game, because I don't know, the game is so slow that you kind of have to swing at shields to go fast. So I decided to put another in mana, tap 2 for a Skeeter, 4 for a Bone Blades on the Fumez, and I think I pass. So now I'm in defense mode, because he's swinging at my shields, and I just want to get rid of stuff and protect myself with blockers. So he plays another Fumez. I try to readjust my camera again, but I think it still falls down over and over. He also plays a refi. So Fumez is putting in quite a lot of work, but so far he's used it when I had at least 2 or 3 cards, so at least I had somewhat of a decision. But it's still, I mean, Fumez is a really crazy card, and even if you have to pick, I mean, you're still losing a card in your hand. So I think that was a Skeeter, because I already have a blocker, and I probably already had a refi in my hand too. Not too sure. So now it's turn 8. I don't know if I put anything in mana, but I probably do because since I have so many turn 4 removal spells, it'd be nice to get, you know, 2 removal spells off in the same turn. But I decided to just play Zagan. And once again, I readjust my camera. So he plays Hydro Spy, draws a card, and swings in with a Hydro Spy when I have Skeeter. So I'm like, well, I guess I have to take it. It's just the Hydro Spy. But he doesn't go with Fumez because, of course, my Skeeter would just get rid of it. Plus, he's playing control. He's not supposed to swing at my shields all the time, so that was a smart play by him to, just slowly get rid of my shields and not go all out. And he still has a refi, so he's building up quite a good field presence right here. So I'm thinking once again, like, what am I gonna do to this big field? So I decided to play Seneschal because luckily I'm getting cards out of my shields. So I get a Razorkinder, which unfortunately is not that great right now because he has like none of his finishers out. But I'm kind of forced to play it because he has too many cards on his field. So I actually get rid of the blocker because I want to get rid of Hydro Spy. Just to get a couple +1s there. So now I have the field advantage, and now we're even because he Bone Blades my Skeeter. And he swings with Hydro Spy again. Now this was an interesting choice by him. I don't know what I got. I think it was a Terror Pit. I actually thought about it, and I decided to just pit the Fumez. Just so I could have field advantage and keep it that way. I know I probably should have saved it for a finisher, but I haven't seen one in a very long time, and I already have 3 out right now. Well, Razorkinder is not really a finisher, but you know what I mean. A big creature. So I decided to get rid of the Spy with the Razorkinder because he decided to swing with a shield, and then I'm actually going to wait because who knows, there could be a pit in there. So now he's forced to, draw into some options, but unfortunately his Spy mission draws did not get him anything useful this turn. And now I have, 3 big creatures that can actually get rid of all of his shields right now if I don't get any pits or whatever. So I decided to Spy mission because I want more cards. And look at me, I forgot to untap Razorkinder like a noob. There you go. So now I'm thinking whether I should swing or not. I'm not sure what I do here. I think I might actually wait another turn. No, actually, I go for it. I'm gonna go for it now. I'm gonna start with Zagan and hit the 2 outer ones, I think. Yep. So no shield blasts. I go in with Bloodmane for another 2, seeing that he didn't get the pit, and another 2 shield blasts not there. So I go in with Razorkinder. And then he gets the pit finally, and unfortunately he gets it a bit late, which was quite lucky on my part, I have to say. This is pretty much what I mean about the importance of Shield Blast this early, because so many times you just don't get the Shield Blast because if you just run straight up Blurple control, you just don't have as much as a Water Darkness control that has the Nature Shield Blast. And because I use 3 of each, it's just so easy to like right now I have field presence, so now since I have so many of those removal spells, I just get rid of them with 2 Ice Blades and then just go for game. So that's pretty much the whole point of the deck. It's just, use those removal spells and cheap creatures to either try to get advantage later in the game, and then just swing at shields once you got your big finishers out and pray that you don't get pitted or whatever. And it worked out that time. So stay tuned after this because there's going to be another duel where I actually lose, and I'll try to explain why because I don't really know what my hand was. I don't really remember, but I don't think it was such a bad hand. I mean, there was quite a bit of level 7s in my hand, but I'm not going to go ahead and blame it on that. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that bad of a hand. So we'll see you next time for that duel, and see you then.